Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai with the Fall of the Dragon Empire mod. Last time around we were able to take Musashi province with the town of Edo, and we also defeated the enemy at the Battle of Odawara, the Kofu. Now we need to take the battle to the Kofu home province. However, as you might have been able to see, the modded campaign map, I think it has something to do with the extended regions. It kind of seems to be moving stuff around, and so not all areas that are wooded are actually wooded, I think, or the other way around, because as we were looking at these armies here, a lot of them sort of at times just disappeared when they shouldn't. So I'm a little bit worried about being ambushed on the way here, because the enemy armies seem to pop up, disappear, and pop up and disappear. So I'm a little bit worried of marching my big armies straight at this, because also the enemy seem to be able to build troops the same rate as I am, building one troop per turn, which means that they can field full stack armies really quickly, because probably the AI is cheating. It's got a lot more recruitment slots, so there could be a full stack. Also, the fact that there's nothing garrisoning their home province kind of leads me to believe there's a full stack hiding somewhere in between here and us, unless of course they're fighting someone else. Kofu is at war with us. They're also at war with Kanazawa, which I'm not sure. Sumpo is below, that's one of ours. Odawara is the one we're allied with. Kakagawa, not entirely sure. Kanazawa and Kanazawa. Ooh, would you look at that? That's a large bloody well faction. We've got 6-7 provinces to the north of us. Or northwest, I should say. And we are not trading with them. We might be able to come to an agreement. They want an alliance, sure. It's a huge shogunate backing factions. Still, they do not want to trade with me, even through me being allied with them. But that's great. We added huge ally. That's great. I should maybe ally everyone, or maybe not this little shit faction, but all the others, like Sunpa. Sunpa's got similar enemies and allies to me, so we'll extend offer of alliance to them as well. And we make our position in the area a lot stronger. So I've got then Odawara, which holds these two provinces as ally. We've got Sumpo, holds a single one. And then we've got the Kanazawa, which holds a large territory here to the northwest. So that's great, but it still does not bring me closer to whether or not there's an enemy army hiding along this road. Also, my ships no longer are able to support here. I think we might keep them here just in case if there's an enemy counterattack or anything goes completely haywire, but otherwise this should probably start traveling down the side. I've already... Oh yeah, I captured the bomb Kobaya, which the Kofu had recruited here in the port. I was able to capture that in the battle, so I'm sending that to see about discovering more clans along the road here. Also, at this point, we have built cannon range, and I am constructing one howitzer. Right, we do have movement points, so I'm almost all the way, but the thing is, I also need to replenish, which will take quite a few turns here in this province actually, so maybe we will wait just a little bit. It's still it's summer actually, and we still have autumn. We're 2 turns away from attacking them. We might as well wait a little bit. gather our strength, and then see also if maybe my spy can try and find if there's an army here. I'm sure they've got an army, but it could be that they're fighting the Kanazawa to the north, and that I just haven't found it. Anyways, we're gonna end a few turns and see if an opportunity arises. That geisha keeps my main province army trade disrupted. Continue trade between our faction and this valley that no longer possible, because I imagine they are destroyed, or could it be raided, or military? Yeah, they were destroyed. Right, that means that I've got a trade slot open. She keeps entertaining these guys to no end. They get no mileage in. Also, as I thought, there was a full stack hiding somewhere in between here. It moved out and attacked Odawara and got destroyed. I'm thinking, rather than fighting this, we should go directly to their capital, or march directly to the capital. I'm still worried about ambushes, so I will send one unit ahead and see if that gets ambushed. And it did get ambushed by another force. Now there's no point in me fighting this. I'm just gonna out-result that. But there are more troops here. The question is there even more if I go to attack? Where did they get all their stupid troops from? Right, so we lost one guy in that attempt. The thing is, I want to try again and march past them and go for the capital before they are able to recruit any more troops, and any other faction moves in. I think our allies to the north have gained another territory. No, they're still at the same. I thought they had gained another one. I don't want to miss out on taking this, but at the same time, leaving this, all of this in the back could be dangerous. So I guess we'll move to fight them and crush their force. It's going to be a little bit difficult this time around, since we're more equal in numbers, and we do not have that massive allied army to rely on to just kind of steamroll through from the flank. We start off with more troops though, and I do have my skirmishers, but otherwise it's all infantry for now. Hopefully I have 5 or 4 turns away until my howitzer gets in. I think cavalry could be a real game changer if I'm able to start building on one of those areas. Anyways, all of that is for the future. What is now is the second battle against the Kofu. There isn't much to say for this battle, or to the start up, more than I'm gonna send the Hios 6th Light to take the hill. And then I think the rest will move into single line instead of these double. And we'll advance to somewhere like that. We'll try to extend as far as possible. The enemy is moving rapidly towards the hill. More rapidly than I thought. And at great speed, just going straight at it. I'm gonna have to send my general over here, because I'm sure there's gonna be a heavy fighting around this hill now. And I'm gonna order all that reinforcements to come here. Right. The lights got their work cut out for them. I'm gonna put one as reserve. Okay, I guess they realize now that I managed to get to the hill before them. The general is riding straight into the fire, but they're now returning fire. The thing is though, they're bottling up all their troops here. I wish I had naval bombardment. Right. Let's move to surround them. Oh. That's the problem with lights. They don't have the amount of troops. The thing is though, it looks like most of my lights are not where the enemy is focusing the fire. They're focusing the fire towards here. This unit though is troublesome. I'm gonna instead deploy into light formation as I move forward. And then you will be back, but at a flank angle. And the general will sit down there to support. You're not firing, so I guess that angle wasn't great. Why aren't you firing? Right, there's a unit right ahead of you. I don't know why you're not firing. You guys moving straight into each other here. Right, now they're starting to fire. I'm thinking here, I'm not sure which unit they're firing at, but what I could do is I could pull these units back and see about dragging the entire line with me. Right, the reinforcements coming there. Where's the... Here's the... That's perfect lineup as well, where I need them to hit them here in the flank. As the enemy is yeah, they are moving after these. Oh, you're taking heavy fire. Very heavy fire. I'm hoping then that as they move forward, I'll be able to focus in, fire from the hill down upon them. I could pull, once I get this reinforcements up here, we dispel this unit, the lights could set up firmly on the hill. I think you guys need to probably move further forward to actually be able to fire at those guys. And then as these guys move forward in a god-awful cluster, we will be able to focus in more and more fire on them. Right, deploy. I think I'll deploy one more, an extension, and then these three will be in reserve. Now the line is very thin here, and they're marching a lot of troops right at it. Come on, can we get rid of that unit already? Oh, I said you to not fire. Oh yeah, because you... Oh, god damn it. Because I set these as the reserves. Now they've lost tons of men with no gain whatsoever. Right, the general there rode straight into us and got shot to pieces. I'm gonna redraw these lines a little bit better. Right, they were broken. Great. Now we'll take both of these and bring them up like that, and now the enemy has marched. Or is constantly marching straight into absolute death. I want to, if we can break away, get rid of these guys, that we can completely surround this force and destroy it. We got one bastard rallying over there, but the others are broken and routed. Right, you will go into skirmish then. Set up in the woods facing that way. They are breaking here. And these are not really under fire, so I'll push these guys forward. You are firing? Wasn't sure. Yep, they completely broke. All 6 units forward. Let's see if we can't speed this troop up. Get up here on the hill. I'll go ahead and support this one.
Sir, your general is under attack.
That may be. That may be. Right, they're gonna come point blank with this unit right here. Go ahead and inspire you. Yeah, completely shattered. The enemy here is gonna shatter soon as well. I've got these two, which are part of the reserves. I will push forward just to be able to stop the enemy leaving. Oh, and we ran into some units here that I completely missed. Right, they're all running now. And there we go, victory. Strange, the enemy had, you know, extended in a long line, but for some reason, as soon as we I guess the first unit that made contact around here. Actually, the first ones made contact around here, but they all concentrated their troops and easily outmaneuvered. Wonder why that was, but I'm not complaining. It was a relatively easy victory. Here's the result of the battle. We completely crushed the enemy army. They deployed 5,500 men. Only 92 of them made it away from the battlefield. In comparison, we've deployed 7,800 men. Lost 1,000. Highest kills goes to some of the skirmishers. One skirmisher unit here was able to kill 1,200 enemies. Another one at 700, and then we got one here at 400. And then 282. Complete destruction. However, it's some line infantry unit that is able to gain the most chevrons through the battle. We gain a lot of chevrons throughout the first army, which is great. And we gain another battle marker. We get the second battle of Kofu. This one's just victory of the battle of nothing. This one's at least called Odawara. This one's called nothing. We'll call it the second battle of Odawara then. Right. Let's continue to forge while the iron is hot. Let's march all the force forward. Now, unfortunately, none of these can support each other, which could mean that a counter-attack could cause disastrous damage on us. However, I don't think that these guys can, even if they are able to muster troops quickly after this, I don't think they have enough for a counterattack. I think I'm gonna save up a little bit of money because I've got a slot where I can build something here, and I also have a similar slot in China. I think for the this is gonna be the money province in much, because it's gonna take a while before we can fight the Chinese. And also I'm thinking I could build a police station here, which would spread influence. And when you build the upper tiers of the police station, it will spread to the provinces around. So I could foment dissent among the three Chinese provinces around me. Will also aid me in later conquest of these provinces. So, although I could also spend this money, which I think is roughly the amount I need to buy a second cannon. However, cannons take forever to recruit, and just to make sure, I went into custom battle to see what kind of damage you can do with cannons, and cannon fire is not that impressive. I think mostly what it's going to do is morale hits, so we can get bigger formations. Like, if I had cannon there, firing into that mess, I could have broken that mess very early on, and maybe saved 400 of my own troops. But I think it's going to be mostly morale. Firing at the single units doesn't do that much, but I think it might do a lot to the morale of the enemy force. With that, let's hope that we can continue here without any hindrance and take Kai province as well. It has copper refinery, which would be a great addition. Then I think I've almost got all the special, let's see, if I go into here, there's silk, there's tea, there's coal, there's iron, so I would be missing tea and coal, but otherwise I would have every single one, a province for every single one of the different special resources, which is great. Kofu extends a peace offer. Their power is feeble, while our power is strong. So it's clear to say that we are we're in for an easy victory here. Yet again, the successful show back at the capital, provided by the enemy. It might still be that they have sent out troops to ambush me. So I want to have the other two reinforcement armies coming up close. Not that I will be able to get reinforced by these if I'm ambushed. However, they will be, what's it called? They will be ambushed before the real force. We're gonna lay siege and we're gonna wait for the reinforcement troops to come up. They have 4 turns until they are starved out, so I can very well just wait them out for the siege. And I think 4 turns will just bring me up to winter time, so not too bad. This boat, now I understand it's rather a small one, powered by oars. It does not go very fast or very far, I must say, compared to our small European. I was about to say European style boat, but we are Europeans. We're not playing as a Japanese faction. Right, another successful end turn. I'm thinking for this area, we might actually try and build the, let's see, stables, so we can get cavalry. I think cavalry is going to be a big game changer, because so far not a lot of enemies have been able to field cavalry. And I think fast cavalry, to strike at units that are wavering, we could rout big forces, and also keep chasing away troops so they don't rally. We're gonna see here, there's 3 turns, then my howitzer is ready. Now there's clearly no risk here, but the thing is, after I'm done with this, I'm gonna switch gear and go back here, because Hitachi is loyal to the Imperial faction and an enemy of ours. And while I might want to continue towards Kyoto, we also have the entirety of the north, which is enemy. And not only that, I think we got coal. We got coal and iron up there, which could be good to take. But that is the island up north is consolidated into one faction, so it could be difficult to land here. It would be quite a sizable force. But that's far in the future. For now, we've got the siege of Kiai. An unsuccessful show. Trade disrupted. That's not great. Means another faction, allied faction destroyed. I think that's the one to the north. That faction up north was doing quite well. It had extended into 2 provinces. Right, now we have 2 enemies there, so clearly we need to switch rather fast. Also, I should see about extending the trade office now. So we're very friendly with these guys. They should be able to accept this. Okay, so I'll have to sweeten deal. 1,000. 2,000. 4,000. They 4,400. If I give them everything I currently have. It's a big faction though, so I could stand to gain a lot of money, but at the same time 4,000 would be a lot of troops that I could send to the north and also prepare the provinces there already, and I could build the barracks. We are ally, I don't know, and we're very friendly. I don't know why you were withholding trade. Why was that so hard to say? And then everyone else I'm able to trade with is either hostile or I can't. Huh. Right, we have gathered everyone around the castle now. We are in clear advantage here, and I will wait them out. Winter is not yet here, so I can wait. I'm gonna send my spy here though, so I can take a look at what's going on in Hitachi. And then we're gonna bring the fleet up outside. Enemy navy, maybe I should have sunk or taken that ship. And then I can build up the police station, but what I really want is a stables. So now we can recruit cavalry here, which will be grand. And the cannon is going to be ready for our northern conquest. It's ready in 2 turns. We do have now. I think this army will stay. We have to stay here for quite a while. But we have a Imperial faction army quite strong right there. So we want to end this as soon as possible. Also, I did note here that continuation in terms of the roads in this area, it's really across this bridge. So it's not, and like they have to come a large way around to actually get to us. And all the other areas in the area here are friendly, so it should be safe to just stop there and then head north instead. But once more, let's go ahead and end turn. Right, this I wasn't expecting. The Chinese have declared war on us. which is a bit of a problem because I have not been preparing for this, which means that my Chinese province is very much undefended. I'm not going to bring in my allies in this because there's no point. These local factions in Japan are not going to be able to aid me in this, so why even bring them in? This is going to be troublesome because if they have prepared an army to attack me, we have another clan that is declaring war on us. Mito is declaring war. One thing that I would have wished here for Shogun, because it might not be super clear where all of these factions are located, especially when you got like thousands of these small ones. It would be nice to know where on the map these guys are. This guy just comes, the Mito clan declares war on you. And I'm like, the who? Where exactly are you? And he's like, oh, I'll have to point you out there on the map. I don't know where Mito is. I have no idea. But yeah, I guess this is bad, good, whatever. Could this be Mito? No, this is Matusame. Not entirely sure. They're attacking the smaller gunboat, and I mean, there's no point in trying to fight this, so we're gonna retreat. Army sabotaged. One of my armies was sabotaged. The gunboat was successfully able to leave. The show in my home province was successful. Enemy assassins detected. Enemy assassin. Oh yeah, because he sabotaged. Toyonori. Well, my assassin's on the way, and my assassin's called Assassin. No, he's called Shinasuke. Right, let's see. Here's my fleet. Oh, they are at war now. This is Mito. Right. Is this Mito fleet? Yes. Might go ahead and sink that then. The gunboat needs to make it back. Oh, the gunboat is locked in. Either he attacks or he can't move anywhere. Right. I shouldn't have said too much. I guess Mito realized that something was up. I was talking about war so much. Higher Shimsugune. That might be good. 250. It's okay amount. Now, I wish at this point I could be able to spend the money on the guard engineers. But I'm gonna need a load of troops here to come to the protection of Shimosa. And while now it's no longer heavily in my favor. Why? I don't know why this would change. I kinda want them to sally forth instead, because then I can smash them outside the castle. And we are not... Oh yeah, we are actually receiving winter attrition right now. God damn it. That means we need to strike. The thing is though, siege battles are like incremental in the way they, you know, you have to take this wall and that takes so much time and that so on. I realize with this siege that, you know, similar how I do with Empire Napoleon sieges, just because they take so long time to do. Because, I mean, you could recklessly storm in, but we need money to fight the guys on the other side of our occupied territory, so we need to save as many people as possible before taking this. So what I'm saying is you're not gonna see me play it out like I did that one, the other siege over at Edo. Instead, you're just gonna see the post battle, whatever I call it. Anyways, I need to get this done so we can start heading to the north. So let's go ahead and strike and destroy Kofu once and for all. And here's the result of the siege. It's a decisive victory. We killed everyone, but that's how sieges go. We did lose almost 2,000 men taking the castle. That's a lot. Out of a 7,000 men army, roughly 7,000 men, we lost about 2,000 and we've got 5,000 remaining. A lot of it turns out to be friendly fire, or maybe it is the environment killing as well, but we have a discrepancy of close to 500 men, which is kind of a lot. In terms of the highest kills, it goes to infantry. Skirmishers doing not too well in the siege. But we are still victorious, and we have taken the Kofu's home province. Kofu is no more. We've got our allies to the north and allies to the south. We should now, as soon as possible, make our way over to fight Hitachi. But that is going to be for another video. In between, I'll probably have moved my armies ready to fight Hitachi and prepared for the next video. There also might be some naval battles in between. I'm not sure. Yes, we took the ancestral home province of the Takeda clan, Kai province, when we got a copper refinery with it. Wonderful. But yes, with that said, it's time to end. Oh yeah, I should not forget, of course, China. We have big issue with China now because we're at war with them. So this province is gonna have to be built up with a lot of troops. And I clearly don't have the money, so once again we're gonna have to put the Special Guard engineers on the back burner because I'm gonna have to build a lot of troops in China. That's gonna be a problem because fighting two areas at the same time. And the thing is, if I can somehow sign peace treaty with China, that would be wonderful. But if I'm not, we're gonna have to take probably a pretty defensive posture there until I'm not sure what to do with the China business, but that's kind of up in the air. But for now, we are victorious, and hopefully this will continue. And that's it for this episode. So I'll say as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.